Right, we've been on this screen a couple of times already, probably 14 times, because every time I start or end with it. And I want to shout out this game about having quit to main menu button, which takes you to things like extras and skins and selecting whether you want to play the game or replay a encounter, play the DLC, or just quit to desktop. Just close the game and be off, and be done with it. No, return to main screen only, and then you have to agree to that. Like press start and then go back into the game again. Ah, fuck. And then only then you can get to main menu and quit from there, even though this is primarily a console game. Other than the fact, speaking about console game, other than the fact that there is a weapon wheel or weapon cross they call it, which is fucking weird. The console port is good.
I tell you, on a day
That is
like
PC
this, I
port
just
is
sit
good
on
from
my
console.
porch,
That's good.
pick away at my six string. Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh?
Yeah, bad. Also, in the previous episode, we talked about how we're again in a situation where we seemingly couldn't have gotten to because we don't have climbing ability, don't have jump ability. We talked about how Ellie is all in a mood somehow for some reason, but for the audience, it's associated by proximity in time and space and something else that I never remember, where she looks at a deer that we've killed in winter, where she was being abducted, chased, killed, eaten, on fire and being raped, and that whole section didn't end on a high note for her. She was all distraught and stuff. And now we're here and it's summer and we've got a blue shirt from somewhere. Do we just throw away the previous clothes and loot them from someone else? That would have been interesting if someone thought about this kind of world building. Like, again, how do we get clothes? Where do we get clothes? Have you got all those clothes in your little backpack? 4 seasons of clothes in your backpack? 1 pair of shoes, though. How can you not farm crops again anymore? Bitch. America, fuck yeah. Make batteries, dig for oil. We can still run cars. Or maybe we're just draining all the cars that are dead in the street. Not reclaiming land, not farming animals, not farming crops. Not creating factories anymore, not reclaiming factories, not teaching people how to do that. Also, hold on. I've got this kind of instant cake. It's like an oatmeal cake, oats cake, that is deep frozen that you have to bake still. She's gonna go smooth today as well. Hopefully it will be the end. Oh hey, pills here. Full booze. Sugar! And it's full bag of sugar too. Is that our... Oh no, it's not our picture. Who are these people? Forgive us. Have they killed themselves? Who killed themselves where? Oh hey, weapons parts. Right, because we're still looking for level 5 tool. We're not picking up the... God. Oh, it's the children. Did you kill the children? Did the adults run away and the children die? Nice. Also, people are not even living in RVs. Those are pretty much off-grid things that you can use to survive. Again, why aren't we rebuilding society to almost any degree? Why aren't you fucking so that there's more people again? 60% dead, but that's 40%. Next generation would be like at least 20% more again, people. We would take a hit, but it's been 20 years. It is 1 generation essentially. Yeah, so they're draining all the gasoline.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, about the Airbus. About the bus. Airbus. The airplane, yeah.
Go on, tell me about it.
So,
Yeah,
I'm on
Bond,
this big
quick.
plane full of people.
How do you know how a plane looks like?
Everyone
On the
is
inside.
screaming and yelling because the plane's going down. So I walk to the cockpit, open the door. There's no pilot.
Hmm.
I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And right before we crash, I wake up. I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
Well, you know, dreams are weird.
In the dream, you would definitely be tricked by your dreams into thinking this is the plane, whatever you dreamt up to be. It could have been could have been a corridor, only the other way around. Like everyone is in one long row, and that wouldn't have made it weird. You know, like in Inception. Remember that? Oh, you know it's a dream. How do you know it's a dream? Well, how did you get there? How did we get here? And they didn't know, and everyone started looking at them weird, and the world started collapsing because the illusion is now gone. Yeah. Also, she's got smaller backpack, but also clothes on 4 seasons. For 4 seasons. And as Bill said, gasoline in abandoned cars. No, there is, but actually, what I've heard that gasoline actually oxidates quite readily too. So even though a lot of things gonna have gas in it, there might not be much usable gas. Actually, after 20 years, some oxidation. You will have your work cut out for you. And again, well, what is it? Are we making batteries? Is Fedra? Are we digging for oil, or are we running on gasoline off of the cars in the streets like these? If we are, it's even more irreplenishable or like unrenewable than the usual regular oil that you can dig out, because there are still deposits of oil and coal in the ground, while there's pretty much no more deposit of gasoline in the tanks. Gasoline is already a fraction that got distilled. Crude oil is a mixture, and it all keeps itself together somehow. Well, apparently. What's with that? That the overpass collapsed completely. Fresh, warm summer water, huh? Nothing in here. Yeah, I think I was saying that we're still supposed to find a tool to make the weapons even better. Oh, hey, parts. All 6 of them. Oh, all 7 of them. Oh, even more. Probably picked up like 10 parts. I had like about 40. We've picked up some, definitely. I wonder. I wish we finished today. Yeah, I wish I finished today. Fuck. Sometimes I just doubt myself in the middle of speaking. I wish we finished today, because that would make it so that the game is over, and I'll have something finished, and I can move on to something else. I'll just probably focus on KOTOR, because that's worth focusing on. Getting some clicks on it too, which I'm pretty happy about. A few hours out of watch time out of that. Every other time. So cool, so cool. She's still not being talkative, not even whistling. And on the bridge already we're bonding with her. Oh, she had a dream. Yeah, tell me about it. Bond with me. Be my little girl. Tell me all about it.
Another city, another abandoned quarantine zone.
He's more talkative. He's trying to bond with her. More in the mood. It's like, I don't know, I feel like there should be like a scene from like a POV, technically. Seemingly. Where like we've got Joe just looking at her, and she's doing something that would humanize her in his eyes, like acting like his daughter. Maybe if we had that scene in the sewers where they play football with Henry, or something else, or actually watching her read and watching her laugh and being human, not just a cargo to drop off, and him growing to liking. Because I'm still operating under the assumption that he's doing all of this for Tess, because Tess paid her life for that, and he wants to honor her more than care for Ellie. Oh, hey, Bill's here. Cool. Oh hey, we've got 40. We need 50. We still need 50 for max health improvement and increase. So I don't know why he grew to like her more. Like, if he's indebted to her for taking care of him after he fell down, was that enough? Did she prove herself to be capable? Did she really? Because he got up and had to chase after her, and then he saved her eventually. Or like ultimately more like. And she was all crying and shit, and was that enough of a scene for him? To see her as vulnerable child like his daughter was, and that's when he broke. And he's now all talkative towards her. And we still want guns for some reason? Why do we want all the guns the Firefly got? Why did we needed them in the first place? I don't know. I don't know. And with the fact with the military, right? So we already been to...
There's that hospital the Firefly mentioned. Come on, kiddo.
Oh, she can climb through here too. We could have climbed through here. Bitch. Just follow me. What I say goes. This way. Disobedient child. Oh hey, a tank again. Bus. The place is called the Bus. Logan James Bus Station. Logan James Bus Station. Alright. America has bus stations like this? I don't think it does. Hello, Lee. How are you doing? You left off on the sports and then came back too late when the transmission was coming to an end. So how come you've bugged out? And this is completely locked, alright. Well, I don't know. I'm in the supposedly end of the game in the game. It should be Salt Lake City, I think, because that's what they mentioned. Yeah, there's a recording. I can play that. That's probably where it is. Can I walk and listen to that? Because it's not readable.
You're looking for the Fireflies. They've all left.
No, I can't listen to it and go. It's a collectible. I have to inspect it or not. It's probably Salt Lake City, yeah.
Maybe we cut through here.
Maybe. Maybe just climb over the fence. Oh, right, and the section where she gets... she starts drowning. Yeah, also, it's been winter. It's spring now. Maybe the water is cold, but we haven't had opportunities to teach her how to swim. Like, again, it's not that we had pools, but... now that Joel is so warmed up to her, it's about time we found a watery area to do it in.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, look, you look it.
Just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Is it really? Can you continue the dialogue? I guess not. Right. Also, I keep wanting to mention, and I ran out of time or focus. I've got this thing on my YouTube, or like in a browser, more like, that helps with things. I'm not gonna name the name of the tool. What do you mean The Last of Us 2 is better? It's not better. Oh hey, 10 pills, good. That will allow us to max out our health. We're also full health right now, I don't think. If we're full health, it might lengthen our bar as well, but I don't know if it would heal us if we were damaged. There was a different person, different audience that I've talked about that too. They both have the same gameplay, and it plays fine, but considering what the Last of Us 2 does and how it assassinates the character of Joel, which became beloved in the eyes of the gamers, it's a massive disservice to the character and the whole story that Ellie goes through. It's quite bullshit. Like, the theme is of circles of violence apparently, but she gives it all up and gains nothing for it anyway. And it's also and all those, I'm stumbling over my words, all those ways they try to make us feel for Abby, and it's so obvious. She petted a dog, therefore she's a good person. And then we kill the dog so that we hate Ellie but sympathize with Abby more. Nah. They're not both good. Lucia, we made it to the... to the what? Guasam time in Maine? Guantanamo Bay? I was about to compliment the handwriting, but it turns out that I can't read it. Quarantine zone. I wanted to call you, but all the phone lines are down in the city. They told us that they can deliver better letters between the different zones, although it will probably take a week or two to reach you. We're in good spirits. Hannah talks about you a lot. She really misses you. I'm surprised at the calmness and maturity she's showing throughout this craziness. I feel like I've been the emotional one. I find that she's comforting me most of the time. If she's a child and a girl, maybe she already has gone through disassociation and she's repressing all the emotions rather than acting maturely. Not that you would know, you're not the psychologist here. So the objective of the game is to avenge Joel by killing Abby. Yeah, but Joel couldn't have been killed, not like this, and the vengeance haven't been fulfilled. And it's about this doing that. It's also about the execution of the idea, and the execution was poor. Most of the time we raise her well. I hope all is well on your side of the country, and I really hope to hear your voice soon. Love, Graham. Right. It looks like more text on the page.
We didn't have a clue back then.
Now we've got a lot of clues. It's been 20 years. How about you get your society back together, fucking idiots? It looked like way more text on the page when it was handwritten compared to the print that we can get to read easier. So like I was saying, they're supposedly making third Last of Us. It's not gonna undo what they've done in the second, I'm pretty sure, especially since we have the scene completely. I don't know what they're gonna do about it. Like, they're gonna... I don't remember how it looks like, but what are they gonna do? They're gonna have like a separate scene where Ellie and Joel split off, and Joel is all of a sudden starts to shoot up drugs and alcohol, and he's completely out of it and couldn't understand. But then why would he start doing all that drugs to fuck himself up and lose his edge to get in this situation in the first place? So like I said, I've got this tool for YouTube on my browser, and I'm not gonna name names because first off, I'm not paid. Second, there are multiple tools, and third, they're fucking up right now. What they're doing currently, what am I gonna use for ladder? Do I have to find oh no, I probably just have to boost her. Yeah.
Well, we could use that ladder.
Yeah, get off your ass, child. Stop moping. It's my job. I don't know if they're making... I don't know anything about making a third one. She coming? She coming? She wasn't even looking.
Ellie?
What do you mean go get her? She needs to come here.
Ellie?
What?
The ladder.
She's all fucking drowning in her thoughts. So the plugin. It used to work like it's got premium features you can pay for, like AI generated titles, what is it? Monetization warnings, whether you've got some bad words in the description that could cause an issue. Every time you type in a tag for the video, it gave you 3 prompts of the most similar and most used tags for what you're trying to type in for every word. Now they give you. Now they fucking pulled back on that. Used to have. Wait, it looks like that looked like there were two alleys. One just gone up, and second just peeked out. Maybe she just moved sideways. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Whoa. What is it? Allie!
We already had the giraffe. So we don't have to carry the ladder far.
You gotta see this.
Do I really? What's there to see? There's nothing. What are you seeing?
I don't see anything.
Yeah, and I also have to look through the area to see whether we've got loot. And also come back too. Maybe I should talk to her first, because then the opportunity is gonna be gone. Like with the high five and... I'll be able to come back. Well, I guess not. Fuck you then. GTA 5. Well, that'll be your loss. This is better. Especially with my commentary. Right, so is there any loot here after all or not? So with the tool, they've limited their free use service, or like, how should I call it? The free options have been even more restrictive and limited. It used to be, like I said, that you can get prompts for every tag that you're typing in. Now it's 3 tags per day. Not 3 tags on every video, not 3 videos per day. 3 tags a day. And they're flashing their fucking ads to GoPro every time I'm going into my studio screen to aggressively advertise that bullshit, and I'm not having it. I'm getting tired of it. It's not helping anymore. It's gotten even less helpful. Sometimes it also bugs, but I don't know why. Did she run in here, or can I jump off here? I don't want to jump off here in case, you know. There's still loot behind me, so let's go here. That should be safer. Is there anything here? No. So yeah, the tool is failing me, and I think I'm gonna have to fucking uninstall it altogether. There is a competitor, but it's, I think, only paid functions. It's all premium altogether. Oh hey, now we've got the giraffe, huh? You didn't see that giraffe.
Sam Hill.
2 giraffes all at once. How well are giraffes breeding in this post-apocalypse? Are they immune to the mushrooms? Do they eat the mushrooms, the fungus?
You see this?
Oh, so we haven't had the scene with the giraffes yet. That's weird. I thought we had that at the beginning. Yeah, I do see it. It's giraffes.
Don't scare it.
I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
Petting it.
Hey, Bella. Hurry up. Come on.
Hey there. So fucking cool. Aw, where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on.
Don't scare it off. Don't worry, I won't. Don't worry, I won't. How are you so certain? It's been 20 years since you've been to the zoo. And also, wild animals are skittish as fuck. They're even wilder now. How do you know that it won't run away that you've gotten closer? Just because it hasn't run away when you've gotten closer to went through the fucking door essentially? Was that enough? Reassurance? Oh man, I'm barely jogging or even barely walking. 2 speeds, slow and slower. Right, so I guess nothing to pick up from here. Nothing to pick up from here. And yeah, the competitor is only paid options. It's all only premium. And it's got a bunch of fucking useful stuff apparently. But they also have a channel on YouTube. And their channel is essentially just fucking advertisements for their shit. Like they keep on churning out those fucking super pro tips for YouTubers. All you need to do is follow the trends and do what what the NPCs want, not what you want. And you're gonna have success on YouTube. That's what I always wanted to do, cater to fucking idiots. I want to share what I like. I want to share my passions and my sense of humor and be appreciated for who I am, not make fucking celebrity gossip videos. Slap her on the ass now. Oh.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
I hope the apocalypse would end yet already.
You can't deny the view, though.
I can deny whatever I want. Are we gameplay yet? So yeah, of course. And I was thinking to myself, don't let the fork drop. Piece of shit. So again, I'd like to remind you that this is a financial channel where we talk about finances, methods to earn passive income, and all kinds of shit. First off, sell shirts. I'm selling shirts. Go into the link in the description and buy some shirts. Second, donate, of course. And third, create a YouTube channel about celebrity gossip and sports, and watch yourself getting millions of views and millions in ad revenue and sponsorship, of course, too. Alright, so we gameplay now. Yeah, well, giraffes, I don't know. I'm not an expert of giraffes, but I would expect them to be more skittish. Like, deers are skittish. Why wouldn't a giraffe be? More cutscene? Okay. I've got time, I've got things to put in my mouth. Everything's a deal to you for brave enough.
We don't have to do
This is
it.
coming for you.
You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through.
It's never too late to give up.
It can't be for nothing.
Little does she know. And yeah, of course, mukbang. Welcome to my mukbang.
Look,
That's lucrative.
I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
Are you growing daughter issues about her? Because she clearly has grown father issues as well. Also, yeah. So we've conveniently removed Sarah's mother out of the picture. Joel's, that's his name. Joel's partner's name, girlfriend's name. She's out of the picture, so he can be a single father and focus on Sarah. So we don't have her. And Ellie talks about how Marlene was a friend of her mother, because her mother is dead. And she's all in federal school, I guess, or something. Like, she's all alone, clearly. Because her mother is dead. She died at some point. Yeah, she hates children, not 1 day old. I'm gonna die now, bye. Oh, that's probably like with the shiv, huh? Oh no, that just opened, okay. Freeze. Let's kick some ice. Oh hey, more comics.
There's that comic she's been reading.
I know, right? Precipitate. Oh. I was reading that all kinds of way. And so her mother is dead. She was friends with Marlene. But what about her fucking father? What? Breakdown of society and also nuclear family? Like, shit is going down. We're being primitive, and primitive is traditional. So fathers and mothers would stick together to ensure the survival of their children. Why isn't there her father anywhere around here mentioned, bringing her over back to this place, bidding his goodbyes to his daughter when Joel and was it Tess take her away from Marlene? What does the book say? The time has come from Daniela's second faster-than-light test flight. It's book 9. This time the mission is not exploration, but infiltration. This time Daniela is going to infiltration. Their payload, a 20 teraton anti-carbon bomb. Interesting. Their crew, 8 of the most capable, suicidal and dangerous men and women of the Last Watch. Their mission, the annihilation of the Traveler home world. I don't know if I want a suicidal and dangerous crewmate on my ship. This is also the query of why the fuck would I want a dangerous psychotic prisoner on my military racist ship of Normandy in Mass Effect 2. Alright. Also, we've collected a bunch of them. Let's see how our collection looks like. Currently. Precipitate, there they are. Termination Shock, book 1. Messenger oh no, that bugged again, huh? Messenger Particle. Alright. Book 2. Force Carrier. Book 3, very nice. Foreign Element. Book 5. We're missing book 4. Accretion 5. 6. 7. 10. Wow. Book 11. Book 12. Well, the menu didn't even pop up, alright. And Precipitate is book 9. Right, we're still missing issues. Does she have those issues? Does she have issues? Obviously. Father issues, obviously. Yeah. So where is her... Where are your parents? Where are your parents? Where is your father? It's time to stop. I don't know where he is. And so now she's a Fedra kid living in some foster home, or like, what is it? Foster home is like when someone adopts you already. Where do you live when you are not adopted yet? That. Run by Fedra, so by the military armed R of former government. And she apparently goes to schools and sneaks out sometimes and lives in quarantine zone. Quarantine zone. And then we take her out on adventure. And she doesn't talk about Fedra. She's not affiliated with Fedra, really. She's not talking about becoming Fedra soldier, wanting to be Fedra soldier or something. For any reason, for keeping the peace, for getting better rations, for hating fireflies. We learn about her friend being a firefly, but she's not strongly associated with fireflies either. She's not like, oh, finally leaving quarantine zone, living somewhere else, joining fireflies, fixing the world, re-establishing government. I love governments. She's not all about that either. What do we know about her, really? Her mother died. She's infected but immune. She swears. She's crass. That'll be the word, probably. She's crass. Somewhat obedient because she was worried about being obedient. wants to be an astronaut. Is that good enough? She like wants to continue. So there's some conviction in her, I guess. To which I would have to say, you lack conviction. Very cool scene in a very bad show. It's not good enough to make it good. And so she is. So we are carrying her over, and everyone thinks it's gonna be just
This
gonna
place
be
takes me back.
fuck. And it's just gonna be
How so?
That was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you looked, you just saw families torn apart. Whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
it did really.
After you lost Sarah,
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
And it's like it's double hitting, because Sarah's a child. She was like 12. She didn't even live her life. She was, well, you know, live, as they say, and as the lyrics go, actually, live fast, die young. Bad girls do it right, I think, in GTA 5. Lee would know, maybe. So she did live fast and died young, definitely. She was accomplished footballer. Seemingly, she had some trophies. Oh hey, this. We still wanna, well, at least I still wanna find the tools. Could Google it. Oh, a paper. Oh, that's just a map. We won't even need to read it. Though I do want to see it in all its glory, when it, you know, loads the texture. So let's give it a moment. In the meantime, I was saying, right? Oh, there it is. Fuck. Quarantine. Bus station. I know where that is. Evacuation. Right. I want to Google where we can find the 5th level of tools, because I don't remember. Gone. Right. Anyway, there's nothing to read on that anyway. An arrow. Oh hey, a bunch of fucking things. Oh, we've picked it up with parts right away. Alright. And with that we only have like 75. 88. Yeah, about 75, yeah. I'm gonna Google where the tool is. Because I don't know if I'll be able to go back to this workbench with it to achieve things. So... just to make sure, right? I really don't want to trigger fear of missing out. I really don't want to trigger a cutscene event where it will block me off, like with the gurney back then in winter. Slow. Tools. But yeah, she was only 12. It's always a great tragedy when a parent outlives their child. So you know, you're bringing her up, you're bringing the child up. It's been 12 years of your work, and it doesn't get to get off of you and live its own life and prove or like show what it's learned and made its own choices. It's a waste of your 12 years of hard work on upbringing. Alright, so where are the Past Depot triage tools? Triage. Final was in the just after the bus depot. Deal and Joel will come out of the other side into a triage. Joe comes into place, bringing him back. Second open tent on the left hand side, the biggest one. Alright, so that's where it should be. And this one is on the right hand side. I don't, like, again, is right hand side different from right leg side? What help does it bring? What help does it make? Give? Do? What help is it? What help is it when you classify it as right or left hand side? It's just on the right side or left side. Right and left are always what is it? Relative anyway. So it's obviously on your hand, not on their hand. Is this one the large one? I suppose I don't think we'll miss it now that we know that we are looking in the right way, right place. I hope. Yeah, so it's 12 years of investing into the child, and now it's all lost too. Alright, so that's losing a lot. And talking about losing and gaining, that's obviously a good transition. Titanfall has been making news lately. Titanfall 2 specifically. Someone could argue the better game, considering that it has single player that you can play, actually, instead of just multiplayer that you have to pay for right away. Because EA, fuck you EA. They've patched something, the game works, the rotation of the games are going on, and people are shitting themselves over some fucking code Easter eggs around there in the game, or in some there it is. There's the two, some release place in game in some form or another, and there it is. This is a punch. I kind of predicted that. It's not a screwdriver. It's a punch. Yeah, we really needed to find this, or is it like a tiny drill, hand drill? There are small drills like that, but this looks more like just a punch. So fuck you. We've got only 55 and we're gonna have to pay a big... Oh, we haven't done the pills too. Done the big upgrades yet. Maximum health with the pills. There we go. 100 for maximum health. That's a big jump. We've got another bar here. We are full health though. Yeah, and people are going mad now. It's fine that the game works. It's playable. I guess it always was. It's just that it was supposedly filled with hackers. I don't think if they fixed it, it was working. The Titanfall 1 I think is completely broken. So Titanfall 2 got a little bit of a patch where they started cycling games through whatever the mechanic was, and I don't remember. I played it just for 2 days. The multiplayer I did, or 3, something like that. I've got a short of that, like when I finally get G2, my favorite rifle. That's fun. Fucking rail that game. Watch that short. Just look for Titanfall 2 short on my channel. So essentially, like 3 active games for the day changed to a different one, and people are shitting all over themselves. What could it mean, and what could come out of this?
Let's see what we got.
But there's nothing else going on in the game. The game was working. No one cared. There was just no rotation of anything. There weren't even hackers. And that's that. Right, so cap max. Piercing 75. Most important, capacity. Shotgun. Am I full on capacity on this one too? No, capacity 150. Yes. And just wipe it down, and now it makes the tube hold more ammo. Yes, yes it does. Rage reload speed power. That's because of me not having enough parts, huh? Power. Rounds fired by the weapon deal more damage. We address a flamethrower in terms of rounds. All right. Reload speed. That wasn't worth it. I shouldn't have done that. Could have paid for something for the rifle. Piercing is what I really want. Tell me what you want, what you really want. Piercing. Yep. That's maxed out too. Fire rate, yeah. What's important is maxed out. That's what's important. Fire rate, capacity, not enough capacity. Fire rate, fuck. Not enough parts for that. Unless I find more of those, then then we're shit out of luck, really. And they aren't that costly either, like 12 more and I'll be able to carry one more round, fucking. Spend all our parts
This'll hold.
for being able to carry 2 more rounds. Yeah, worth it. No, I want this here, and I want, yeah, that's good. So no more arrows either, unfortunately. But oh well. Yeah, but nothing really changed in Titanfall 2, but everyone's shitting themselves over a few Easter eggs, as if it's fucking new era of gaming. There's hardly anything going on. Look at what? Yep, it's the bus. Yep. Now I drive the bus. Maybe I'll be able to still find a few parts, like 12 parts in here, which would allow us to, come on, to upgrade the pistol or something. One of the pistols with the capacity. Because I haven't searched through all the tents, I don't think. I haven't searched through this one, but I can't. Anyway. And yeah, it's the one large one. There's nothing else here. Search this one thoroughly, right? Pays to be thorough. Oh, let me check again. And that's about that. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to touch upon eventually in one game or another while I just talk. Right, so progression. Ellie, come on. You were supposed to give me my pictures back. So now's a good time, girl. Also, once again, The Last of Us 2 is not good.
Hey, Joel.
Ah, there we go.
I got something for
Yeah,
you.
there you go. That's what I was talking about. Yes?
Here. Maria showed this to me and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
No, we don't mind, because Tommy was wanting to give us that, and once we said no, he said he'll keep it for us. And now we're ready, we just so happen to be ready to own it, hold it, keep it. We've matured because of the little girl there.
Well, no matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
Well, that's sort of not, well, you're just weak, you just suck ass, you're just weak. You could have escaped your past, but you then started to bond with Ellie again over, like, what's the phrase? In the span of the last month. So you've opened up, you've lowered your defenses, and that's when the past got you. You were doing well, and then you blew it all up. You fucked it up. You fucked up. You fucked up now. It was at this moment the player knew. Joel fucked up. Oh, so how do we... Oh, this way. Yeah, legit. Child, we're going, come on. What's the building that we were going to? Somewhere over there still? Again, we're making sideways progress. Just running in circles. Running all around. Oh, hey, 2 arrows? 3 even. But I can't pick up that many. If we've got those, that means there's 3 of them. We need to stay vigilant. And like also, we're not going through the game fighting off more or more difficult enemies, that we need those upgrades to stay competitive. Which is on one hand good, because that just makes the game easier and more fun, being able to utilize all the ability of your weapons. Instead of obsessively look for parts, eventually you'll be maxed out and you can forget all about it, just breeze through. On the other, well, I guess that's it. On the other, supposedly you would have you've got no real incentive to upgrade them in the first place, because the game wasn't really ever that hard that you would need to make it easier for yourself. I mean, it's definitely that's definitely how it is for me. And I don't know if any fucking useless idiot noobs, trash video game players, some
This time it's
game
gonna be different.
game reviewers
Just know it.
What do you mean?
need
We're
that.
gonna be there. The fireflies. I'm sure of it.
Well, it's been a year of travel. It's about time we actually found someone that exists instead of chasing ghosts, right? Yeah, no parts though, and we're still able to come back, I think, because it's a climb over waist height cover, waist height, yeah, waist height, or waist high really, cover, either, they're both high. Climb over waist height, well, there it is, that's the one-way gate. We're jumping off of here, that's where we won't be able to come back from. So yeah, we're not coming back to improve our weapons anymore. It's a bit dark. Child, turn on your flashlight. We're safe too, apparently. We also don't come across Fedra. Oh hey, an axe. Fedra fighting off fireflies. We're not involved in any of those conflicts. We're not standing on the side of terrorists or Fedra. That doesn't influence any endings either. So we can't really position or like... Now, obviously that's not the story they wanted to tell, but that's the story they could have told. And we would have had some world building. But we're just not finding fireflies at all. We're not well, we fought Fedra actually because they wanted to stop us from leaving. But it's not on any philosophical base. There we go. 10 more parts that we can't come back with to the workstation. Will we still get a workstation along the way, since we're still finding parts? Because that's about the time that you stop finding parts, so that you... because you won't be able to use them, huh? Yeah. Sounds like a bloater. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, it's all bad. Ooh. It's a bloater like a motherfucker. It's a bloater, alright. Alright. There are items here that we can use. Will I want that? I might want that. Fuck it. But I'm not gonna use an arrow, bow and arrow, I think. Whatever I do is gonna be loud. And bring the boys to the yard. So let's go with a shotgun, I think. We've got a sniper revolver, so we can stay with that. We can get in one more shotgun round for later. There are clickers. Was there anything on the other side of the thing? Yes, there was. We might sneak up on that and not waste resources on it. So yeah, Fedra, we're not seeing those conflicts. We come across people, but there are hunters, marauders and cannibals, while they're not... Ah, well. Get arrows. Could use an arrow. After all. We come across hunters, cannibals and marauders, but we don't come across Fedra or fireflies, that they would be in conflict with us for any reason. We come across infected, obviously. That's kinda Expected. Alright. Come down. Headshot, nice. And they won't see the corpse either. Great. I should keep on going to not alert the bloater if I'll be in the open. I'm pretty sure the bloater will just see us. I don't know if... come down there. Come down there. Come down. I don't know if a bloater would be alerted. Would see us through the bush. I wasn't seen through the bush. Is that the bloater? It just might be. And it's not a clicker too. But then again, they go through like stages of evolution where... Oh shit. They go through stages of evolution where they're just rabbit humans. Then they're stalkers, animalistically chasing from stealth. Then there are clickers, where they're able to, well, when they have lost all the ability, or other abilities, but gained echolocation essentially. And then there are bloaters, where they're just large, big, walking repositories of infection, but they are not echolocating for some reason. You've lost the ability to see because your face is overgrown with the fungus. And you're not able to hear anymore that well either, so what are you doing? I don't know if the one far over there is just a runner. Or a clicker in this guy. I know how I can check that. Also, I'm not able to use maximum zoom on the rifle. Because we haven't found that kind of number of parts to work with. Nice. It wasn't a headshot though. But I think the arrow is still lodged in him. Oh shit, the bloater is gonna just roam around chasing after us, I guess. It will just so happen to go after us. Whatever progress we make. There it is. There's the bow. Sniper revolver thing. And let's stay here. I won't be using the bow anymore, but I can blast the guy in the head a few times. And then finish it off with the flamethrower. Let him roam a little bit longer. And then on the way back, his way back of course, we're gonna grab this one. There we go. Alright, easy game. Yeah, I know, right? Easy. Right, now the challenge. No. I want to shoot him in the back of the head. I think that will be better. Well, technically I would expect it to be better, but it won't be. That's that. That's that, that's that. Get sterilized, bitch. Easy, though I did miss a few shots unfortunately. Like a fucking loser. Yeah, like... Oh hey, he just so happened to drop fire ammo, yeah. you know, for firearms. They're all hulking and shit. They're hunched down, so they hide their head in their shoulders, which was an issue, for instance, in a big issue with Wraith in Apex Legends, where she ducked down and did her anime weeaboo run, making her being the only character who's, well, the only character, making her the character who's very hard to headshot when it's running away. And that's unfair to other characters, so they've changed it. Fuck you, you weebs. The arrows were somewhere around here. They were somewhere around here. I need none, actually. I need none. Yeah, we're full anyway. But I want to find those arrows. I want to see where they were. Just in case I need to come here. No, it's probably next to the taxi. Yeah, next to the taxi. So we're full anyway. Not like we can, again, you can't improve the magazine size on a bow, or so they would have you think. What's the medieval Legolas mechanism for shooting a lot of arrows fast with a bow? I haven't even used any of those items either. Are there any items that I need to... Oh right, hey, I could make a shiv because I'm low on shivs. That'll let us pick those things up. 2 and 2. I think there was a tape back in the triage checkpoint, making it that I kind of fucked up. I could have had more tape now. But it's fine, I think there's still scissors here. Or there are still scissors here. Maybe tape too. Probably not tape. Scissors and a rag. And so we are having encounters still. And all the weapons we can carry. No ammo, but all the weapons we can carry. Look at that run, look at that fucking sprint. That really speeds things up. I should find someone's speedrun about of this game to see how they're making it go faster. What's the optimal... Oh hey! Optimal movement strategy here. Just always sprint, or is there anything better? Oh hey, talking about arrows. I will end up fucking coming back here. That wasn't a headshot, so we're gonna have to go back. That's a clicker. Fuck. Ah, fuck. We've alerted everyone. And I've blown that arrow too. That's not a headshot. We're going back for our arrows. Ellie, back up. Ellie, be a doll and just go fetch me those arrows. Oh yeah, I've lost an entire one because I've missed completely, but that's still recoverable, as we've seen in Winter chapter. Come on, the last one. There we go. The last of us. The last of arrows. All right. We've got 8 out of 9. Why would we have 9? Yeah, that 10th one would really broke the camel's back. Would have really broken the camel's back. I'd say no. Scissors. The croaking of the frogs. No, that's a runner. It's a bit sleepy. If you just won't stomp into the stomp in water too hard, well, we'll be able to sneak kill it. Or have you got my arrows? Yes. Fuck you. So let's see. Still stealth kills, so there's still danger around. That oatmeal cake is not that good. But I do have it and I do have to eat it. Don't waste food. I could probably use it as breakfast. By the way, I'm pretty sure I haven't mentioned... Oh, hey. I guess it was a headshot enough, huh? So this oatmeal cake. Oatmeal cake. Oh, hey. That's ammo for fire thing. For my fire thing. Very added. 100%. That oatmeal cake comes in a box of being frozen.
There's so many of them.
Easy game.
I know, let's just keep at it.
What are you crying about, Ellie? It's easy game. And she was yelling about it too. Fuck the pipe. I'm being very careful not to pick up shotgun ammo because that's 3 rounds and I need 1 to be full on. Or maxed out. So I'm trying to avoid it and I'm gonna have a bit of a blast at a guy at the end of the tunnel. And we'll see what's gonna happen in the end. And that will allow us to do stealth and use our ammo too. Yeah, that shake flashlight mechanic, it's also shit. Alright, he dropped nothing, okay. What's in here? Nothing. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. The cake. It's frozen. It's supposed to not be unthawed and then frozen back in. Stored in the freezer. And baked on need to eat basis, I guess. I have to hold the button. I hate the mechanic where you have to hold the button. What's in here? That flash is bright. Oh shit, another bloater. Alright, then oh shit, 2 bloaters. Alright, I'll take that back. I won't blast the last guy in here with a shotgun. I'm gonna blast the bloaters with shotguns. Again, good thing that I haven't used up my resources on that. On the previous one, because now I'll have more to deal with 2 at once. And I think I will. We're low on rifle ammo, so I can hold back on that. And I can focus on shotgun bombs, molotovs. And the flamethrower too.